Hey everyone, welcome to my studio. Here we go. If you're new here, I'm partnering with mosaic artist Jennifer Freeman on this public mosaic that measures 36 feet long by about 4 feet high. It is called the Landscape of Dunwoody and has 12 panels. I'm working with glass using silicone adhesive, and Jennifer is working mostly on the ceramic portion using thinset as the adhesive. Right now, I am working on panels 8 and 9 and finishing up the D and the area underneath the tree, especially on panel 8. Let me show you. Here it is. Here's the D. This is where I left off last week. I have finally got these fused pieces where they are usable. So I think I may have fused these about 4 times. First I made them and they devitrified. Then I fixed them by putting clear glass on top and they were pretty fat. And then I put them in, I tried to cut them and put them in and they were kind of choppy. So then I rounded them out and put them back in, and this is what I have. They're marvelous. I can use them. They look beautiful. Now, I did use some of these before, but I used the ones that weren't quite so fat. So
at the top of panel 7, you can see that I used all the ones that were skinnier, and all I had left were these really fat ones. So I had to find a solution, and cutting them in half and refusing them worked pretty well. So I'm going to be using these in this next area, but I'm going to go a little bit darker with the glass.
D is finished. Now, before I move on to the last letter in Dunwoody, the Y, I am going to work on this swath under the trees so that I can finish up panel 8 and move it off my table and move 9 over and have 10 on here. However, Jennifer has 10 right now, so I'm not in any rush. I'm just going to start that swath there and see how far I get. That's it. I start with this little area because it's my favorite. I just pulled some to make sure I had enough of the colors that I want. I have a lot more available to choose from, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with the outside and then fill it in. Taken quite a break from fusing because I wasn't sure what I needed to make. But here is panel 10, and I know I need to make more of this one, and I need to make more of that one. This one, I'm not sure what I'm going to put there yet, so those, I think I have enough. I'm not sure if they'll be able to fit when I go. I just sort of laid these in there loosey-goosey since this is a paper copy. Until I get the real deal, I won't know for sure how they fit, but I do know I need to make more of this one, and I need to make more of that one. And I've got the plan going on down here with all these, and I will check and see if I have enough of these after I'm done with the top portion. Part, guys. Ah, beautiful. So nice. Here these are fresh out of the kiln, and I'm just spread them out to see how many more I need. So yeah, I do need more of this one. This does go on to the next panel. Panel 11. I laid these out and it's almost filled in. I have quite a few big gaps, so I'll make a few more of these and a bunch more of those in the next kiln load. Great.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the difficulties, or one of the difficulties of working in two different studios some distance apart. So for example, once I get to the edges of my panel, of panel 10, Julie has panels 9 and 11 in her studio. And I have to know, just as she does from her end, I have to know what I'm feeding into. So I have, and I'll turn the camera around and show this, but I will have a certain set of colors that are at the edge of my panel, and obviously it needs to feed into what's on the edge of her panel. Not only that, color-wise, but we also have to fit the pieces exactly so that when we install it, obviously it fits together. So this is panel 10, and as I said, it's a lot of trees. These uprights, obviously, are trees, and we've got some planes, the green, and we've got a purple swath going through, and then we have a lot of sky up here, which I'm just finishing right now. And then what I was talking about with the edge is this. So I have this portion mostly glued down. I have a couple of loose pieces on it that I haven't glued, because when I get panel 11 and put it up next to this, I have to, number one, match these colors to the swath that continues on panel 11, and I also have to match how they fit together. And I need 11 to do. Likewise, above that, I know that this is a gold, and this is kind of a gold that feeds into a larger gold swath, and the part over here on panel 11 is already glued down. Again, I have to match that both in color choices and in tile choices. And likewise up here, we've got a portion of the sky that continues, and the portion on panel 11 is already complete, so I have to make sure that that ties in together. And that's it.
It's the end of the week, and Jennifer is coming over this afternoon to pick up panel 8. I'm not finished with panel 8, so I have to really get after it. I just have a little skinny swath under the tree, and then I need to pick up the tiles that span the two panels and store them on a board so that we can move the panels around. She will be taking panel 8 so she can do the ceramic work, and she is bringing me panel 10 so that I can have 9 and 10 on my bench and get the glass work done on the Y, which spans panels 9 and 10. The pieces that I just took out of the kiln are these ones at the top. I think this is going to be enough to fill in this area. For this small area though, I have to make sure that these pieces will fit. It's not that big, so I'll do that real quick. And then I made another pile over here, and I just need to make sure that I have enough. If not, I'll have to make some more, because this goes all the way over into the next panel, panel 11. That's it. Look at this one. It looks like a little Christmas tree. It goes in this area. Ah. I'm tackling this swath right here, and these transition swaths under the tree are just meant to be a way to connect the glass fusible pieces to the ceramic pieces by having glass pieces that are cut like the ceramic pieces. So it's a nice transition. Now, in the swaths that are under the trees that are near the letters, we are trying to make the swath more muted than the letter so that the letter pops. And let me show you my palette. We're going for sort of more of a turquoise color. So I usually try to choose some type of green glass, some type of turquoise, and I usually have, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 colors. So in this one, I've got this green, and I always want to put a mottled in. I've got this beautiful mottled turquoise. And then I've got this blue-green, which is really, really nice too. So those are sort of my brighter ones. And then I have this blue-green, which is very, very muted. And so it's going to bring the value down on these so that they're not quite as bright. And then I have this streaky turquoise with a bit of, I don't know if that's pink or purple, but I really liked it and I don't think that I've used it. So I'm going to use it here because it's going to mute down the colors a little bit. So that helps the letters pop a little bit. I finished up that swath. Here is panel 8 and panel 9. And now I'm going to tape up and move everything that is on this border between the two panels. Jennifer, she's been away. You may have forgotten what she looked like. She was on a European cruise. Here she is. She came to take panel 8 and give me what? What are you giving me?
I'm giving you 9. No,
I have 9.
I know. I'm giving you 10.
Okay, here we go. Jennifer is working on this little bit between panels 10 and 11 just to fill them in. We'll tape them off and then we can take them off before she goes. And now that I finally have panel 10, I'm able to put my fused pieces on here. So that's what I'm working. We've made an executive decision while Jennifer was here, and that is that this line was too straight and boring and it needs a little bit more interest. So it's going to flow and change up like this, which is unfortunate because that means that we're going to have to make some changes here. But it's worth it because it's going to look so much better. Well, it's the end of the week and here's where I'm leaving it. I'll have to switch my panels around Monday morning because Jennifer was very demanding and she demanded that we put 10 and 11 on here so that she could finish this little bit right here, which she did. And then we taped and put on a board for storage. So I'll move the panels around next week so that they're where I want them to be. That's it. That's putting it together. Thanks for watching. See you next time.